Welcome to Second Sunrise Stories. Relax and enjoy our captivating tales. If you love what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe to help us bring you more incredible stories. After rebirth, I chose not to acknowledge my wealthy biological family. May they and their cherished fake daughter live harmoniously together. As for me, I became the treasured child in my adoptive parents' embrace. Years later, when my birth family sought reconciliation with regret, I simply responded, they loved the Sherman household's false daughter, so I would dedicate my affection to those who raised me. When both my biological and adoptive mothers were kidnapped, I told the former, "Forgive me, madam, but I must rescue my mom first." Following my death at the fake daughter's hands, I awakened to find myself back before that fateful acknowledgement. Gazing at my adoptive parents, those who cherished me unconditionally, tears welled up uncontrollably. My happiness had shattered when I turned 4. Mom caressed her stomach, asking tenderly, "Emma, would you like a little sibling to play with?" Those exact words from before made tears stream down freely. Mom embraced me tightly. "Sweetheart, why these tears? Don't you want a brother or sister?" I shook my head vigorously. "Do I really do?" Dad chimed in. "Then why cry? Upset because Dad didn't buy ice cream?" I nodded along with his assumption. As a child, I adored frozen treats, though overindulgence caused stomachaches, so they limited portions. Currently unsuspicious, they simply laughed at my supposed greediness. "Too much isn't healthy, only half a container, alright? Yes. Be good and watch cartoons while we step out briefly. We'll return soon with your treat." I knew their destination, the hospital for prenatal screening. Previously, I'd waited obediently, but they never returned. One vehicular accident stole those I cherished most. Following their passing, relatives revealed my true origins: an abandoned infant rescued from a trash bin, nearly frozen in winter snow. No relations would accept me, so an orphanage became home. 12 years hence, the Shermans finally claimed me. But their household already harbored a pampered imposter. Sophia Sherman arrived on a snowy day, coincidentally when I almost perished from cold. My birth family, parents, older and younger brothers, all shielded her, fearing knowledge of my existence might wound her. Remembering this, I urgently stopped them. "Mum, could we go tomorrow instead? Today I want puzzles with you." Originally compliant and considerate, this marked my first unreasonable clinginess, adamantly preventing their departure. Worried I felt threatened by another child, they remained. With my parents alive this time, returning seemed unnecessary. Wasn't Sophia supposedly pure and kind-hearted? Then I wished their entire household harmonious coexistence. Currently, I supposedly remained unaware of my heritage, growing up healthy and content like any normal child. My mother taught high school literature while father lectured university history. Born into educational traditions, neglecting studies would disgrace ancestors. Previously, Sophia consistently excelled academically while I, arriving orphaned without proper schooling, faced constant comparisons. Despite tireless efforts earning their acknowledgement nod, presenting excellent report cards met only indifferent glances from birth parents. Ryan Sherman, my younger brother by blood, perpetually mocked, "Your efforts mean nothing. You're just a bastard, forever beneath my sister." His own academic performance remained abysmal, consistently bottom-ranked, yet he wielded Sophia's achievements against me. During college entrance examinations, Sophia arranged my kidnapping en route to testing. Though escaping, I missed the initial exam. When identifying Sophia as mastermind, they scolded instead, "Don't falsely accuse her. Were you deliberately sabotaging your sister's mental state?" Police later apprehended the kidnapper, who insisted on sole responsibility. I knew Sophia's guilt because she'd bragged personally. How could she resist gloating over victory? The household contained 2 sons, Alexander and Ryan. The eldest Alexander earned praise as heaven's favored, the ideal among elite descendants. Though everyone spoiled Sophia excessively, Alexander remained irreplaceable heir, always behaving elegantly, gently, courteously. Yet something about him seemed impenetrable. While loving Sophia, he maintained polite distance toward me, never actively creating difficulties, unlike Ryan, who spearheaded school harassment. Ryan, my brother through blood, never displayed an ounce of respect. I suspected mental instability, not cursing but stating observations. When hitting others, he resembled someone deranged, uncontrolled, violent, insane, exactly like Sophia's trained attack dog. Whenever she tearfully claimed I'd bullied her, Alexander immediately summoned close friends for retaliation: bathroom confinement, spitting in desk drawers, backpack submersion. These tricks were routine entertainment. Enduring harassment while living amid contemptuous, ostracizing remarks, Sophia would then kindly intercede on my behalf. But was Alexander merely defending his sister? I doubted it. Once informing my birth parents about Ryan's cruelty, they pretended promising explanations. Yet whenever Ryan claimed I'd bullied Sophia, punishment fell on me. This time I gained a new sibling named Lucas, the life unborn previously. We lived as typical siblings, loving yet fighting. Though I often struck him, never fatally. Though he frequently trapped me, conscience remained. Having lived another lifetime granted maturity and rationality beyond peers, I convinced my parents towards stock investments and real estate. Initially dismissing my nonsense, after missing 2 profitable opportunities, they began half-believing, actually profiting consequently. My room contained numerous economics texts. They assumed I possessed natural business genius. 2 teachers somehow raised a proper businesswoman daughter. They often wondered. Though reluctant admitting it, working at Sherman Corporation taught valuable lessons from my birth father. Sophia studied art then, entering entertainment post-graduation, temporarily lacking time for targeting me. I seized this opportunity for self-improvement. By then, hope for birth parents had vanished, their favoritism no longer wounding. Without familial affection, I'd utilize their resources. Following father and eldest brother, I absorbed business skills, expanded networks, accumulated assets. Even without a Sherman position, I could thrive elsewhere. Yet they wouldn't release me. A kidnapping occurred, Sophia and I taken simultaneously. The household chose saving her while I, abandoned, plummeted off a cliff to death. That abduction was definitely pre-arranged, though I doubted Sophia's solo capability. When harming me previously, she'd maximally use familial bias for provocation or feign innocent pitifulness before media with hidden meanings, mocking me. Beyond such tactics, she lacked other abilities. Moreover, my wariness prevented easy harm. Something must have escaped notice. I attended City First High while Sophia enrolled at an elite academy. During junior year, the siblings faced bullying scandal exposure. They hadn't targeted only me before. Maintaining her beautiful, kind-hearted image required Sophia merely playing victim, while Ryan led followers in retaliation. This instance's victim was Claire Thompson, the academy's top achiever, impoverished background, delicate features, quiet demeanor. A special admission with waived tuition. Claire's enrollment goals were crystal clear. Her mother required expensive treatment. The academy awarded 100,000 yuan annually to top students, plus competition prize money. City-wide exam leadership brought school bonuses. Already possessing pure, innocent appearance, her self-reliance and ability-driven money earning for maternal salvation stood out more. But Sophia bitterly despised spotlight thieves. Claire's quiet, timid nature prevented resistance against harassment. Previously unable to help myself, now I possessed sufficient capability for assistance. The weak inspire sympathy while talented attract attention. Claire embodied both. Countless netizens defended her, even education bureaus investigated. Finally, Ryan faced expulsion. The household dumped all responsibility on him while netizens took turns criticizing. Didn't he adore sister Sophia deeply? Let him taste favoritism and unfairness. Previously, Sophia's early romance included hotel nights somehow exposed. Elite descendants gossiped wildly. One tearful episode made them blame me instead. I lacked refusal rights because they'd already spread word identifying me as that day's hotel visitor. Ryan shamelessly declared, "My sister earned constant praise, unlike your already worthless reputation. Sacrificing you for her protection represents the smartest choice." So isn't falling on him even more reasonable now? Sophia excelled academically as family favorite while Ryan remained trashy young master, capable only of spending. Having him take blame seemed perfectly logical. They used substantial sums settling with Claire Thompson. After gathering treatment funds, she transferred to City First High. How absurd, such excellence would attract any institution. Remembering her eventual fate, City's top scorer with near-perfect monstrous levels, yet committing suicide one day post-acceptance letter. When Alexander entered university, he already skillfully handled corporate matters replacing father. The household dealt in beauty and fashion. Previously, Alexander targeted a cosmetics company acquisition for their unique formula, but they refused selling, so he colluded with factory workers, secretly adding harmful substances. Many users experienced allergic reactions, some suffered ruined skin, filing mass lawsuits. That company faced court, huge compensation, finally selling formulas for survival. I'd already contacted owner Victor Wang. While not fully believing my words, he'd definitely heightened vigilance. His contact came from before, when problems arose. I hadn't paid attention. Only years later, during his revenge against Alexander, did truth emerge. By then, insufficient power remained for fighting them. I expected Victor would catch insiders red-handed, but his ruthlessness exceeded imagination. Rather than stopping incidents, he let products reach market, waited for consumer outcry, then sued with complete evidence. Fortunately, I hadn't revealed identity. This person couldn't touch me. The corporation's reputation plummeted. Beyond compensating Victor's losses, they faced serial consumer lawsuits. At school, Claire Thompson brought news. She maintained contact with former academy friends, mentioning the household had slashed their children's allowances by half. Logically, regardless of compensation amounts, children's allowances shouldn't suffer. The issue was both siblings' wasteful spending on unnecessary items. Sophia, raised princess-like since childhood, received whatever desired with none daring refusal. Ryan obsessed over consumption and enjoyment. His monthly allowance seemed sized to them. Caring about face, enjoying flattery, he surrounded himself with friends who only knew spending. In their eyes, he represented a walking ATM now vanished. Because Sophia wouldn't suffer losses, she swallowed her brother's portion too, feeling entitled. The parents and even Alexander raised no objections, defending as usual. Though pockets remained full, Sophia's mood lately soared. Unable spending freely while facing school isolation, following the scandal exposure, her kind-hearted Jade beauty image completely collapsed. Without substantial money, little followers no longer obeyed. When my mood soars, venting becomes necessary. Parents provide support, eldest brother remains untouchable. Who remains? Only the obedient younger brother. Initially receiving bank cards from parents moved me deeply, believing their genuine love. Later discovering amounts equaled merely 1/10 of Sophia's. Then she falsely accused me of stealing jewelry for money. Venting for sister. Ryan pushed me downstairs. Brain concussion required extended hospitalization, yet none apologized. My birth mother even scolded, refusing further transfers. Without pennies, forget shopping, even buses became impossible. Ryan mocked. Deserved fate for types crawling from rathholes, such money greed requires teaching. But now, poor Ryan. Though current conditions surpassed mine before, I wondered about his endurance levels. If willing accepting unfair treatment, fine, consider nothing said. Sibling affection wasn't something I deserved anyway, wishing them happiness. Post-examinations, Claire and I both entered Beijing University as desired. She is city's top scorer. I studied finance like before, but now possessed years of business experience making courses on stumping. Sophia also gained prestigious domestic school admission originally. Ryan's grades remained absolutely terrible, they sent him abroad studying. Now due to multiple shocks, Sophia failed examinations, choosing overseas education. With her foundation, remaining domestic still allowed normal university entry, but someone like her couldn't bear feeling ordinary. Ryan couldn't study abroad, only entering vocational college. Though diminished, paying for 2 overseas educations remained feasible. Something seemed internally amiss. I'd await clarification. Freshman year, I established Aurora Company, beginning internet field development. Naturally, I didn't forget digging pitfalls because I understood their corporate operations thoroughly. I consistently avoided all members. Until senior year at a gathering, I encountered birth father and Alexander. At 22, I finally officially met them again. Returning from work, I discovered the couple and Alexander sitting in our living room. Seeing me, birth mother immediately burst into tears, rushing for embraces. I dodged away. Turning, I asked, Mom, Dad, who are these people? My parents appeared very awkward. Before speaking, she rushed explaining, Dear, we're your biological parents. We've finally found you. Having always pretended ignorance about identity required complete performance now. What? I displayed confused bewilderment. My parents had everyone sit for proper discussion. Mom recounted finding me over 20 years ago. After listening, I frowned, showing unwillingness accepting truth. My parents watched worriedly while the couple's eyes grew teary. Alexander maintained no expression but gazed fixedly. Only Lucas remained typically carefree. Haha, Emma isn't biological after all. Holding adoptive mother's hand, voice annoyed. We've lived together many years, I'm grown now, why discuss old matters? Isn't our household living excellently? I deliberately displayed displeasure regarding these people disrupting our life. The couple appeared clearly flustered. Dad quickly reassured, Emma, don't worry, you'll always remain our daughter in our eyes. Whatever decision, we'll support. Mom added, though not birthing you, I raised you to adulthood. In my heart, you and Lucas equal. Looking at them, how can we verify they're genuinely family? Who knows about scammers? Though rude, such words seemed understandable from someone shocked. When they'd found me at the orphanage before, no such tragic crying occurred. Contrarily, Sophia cried like losing parents while birth mother sat comforting her. Ryan had looked contempt-filled. This country girl really my sister, not fake. Birth parents hadn't refuted then. Currently, Alexander spoke first. Hello sister, I'm your brother Alexander. Here's what transpired. When Mom birthed you at hospital, switching occurred with another baby. Our household has another daughter named Sophia, the one switched. Recently discovering Sophia isn't biological because at a business gathering, coincidentally seeing you resembling Mom, also born identical day. So we investigated further, tracing back. Actually, when Sophia turned 16 they'd already known, seeking me then. Just without entering orphanages this time, they couldn't locate me, perhaps explaining abandonment. Regaining composure, I asked, my parents birthed only Lucas, meaning no switch occurred. So Sophia's origins. Birth mother answered, Sophia is the housekeeper's child, not switched but deliberate substitution. She wanted stealing my life. Staring at Alexander, I stated coldly, and you're clearly covering for Sophia. She quickly explained, Emma, these years were parental fault but Sophia remains guiltless, also victimized. Alexander, more rational, deflected, don't worry, we've already imprisoned that housekeeper. I absolutely won't forgive anyone harming you. So fast. I'd struggled hard achieving her imprisonment before. Back then, fearing criminal records affecting Sophia's future yet not wanting clinging, they'd planned monetary silence. My police report made them hate me more. I snorted, don't call me sister, nothing certain yet. That address he'd reserved exclusively for Sophia. Alexander maintained gentle smiling, rather hasty admittedly. If disbelieving, we can conduct DNA testing. Still that gentle, graceful type, appearing the model national brother. Suddenly asked Sophia acts correct, right? She's filming distantly, couldn't meet you promptly. But don't worry, Sophia married already. Henceforth you're the sole daughter home, parents will compensate everything. Birth mother held my hand, eyes tearful. Good child, come home with Mom. I frowned slightly, awkwardly stating, don't want to. She wouldn't release, still angry refusing acknowledgement. Finally birth father mediated. Alright, Emma not immediately accepting seems normal, take time then. Then looking at me, Emma regardless I'm your father. If disbelieving, we can test DNA. Under parental encouragement, I accompanied them for blood testing. My parents hoped I'd find birth family. Results matched completely. Both households shared a meal together. I maintained cold, distant attitudes. They again invited cohabitation. I refused repeatedly. After returning, I collected all negative news about them from recent years, presenting for parental viewing. Following Victor Wang's lawsuit, the corporation began unstoppable decline. Continuously failing, they'd nearly mortgaged everything, leaving only the villa and ancestral home. Corporation near collapse desperately needed huge sums. My knowledge came from participation, with the other half naturally thanks to their pure kind jade beauty, Sophia. Helping husband bankrupt maternal company truly fit her character. I'd returned very early before. Sophia harbored great hostility, daily worrying I'd take everything belonging to her. But familial indulgence made her increasingly reassured. But without returning this time only increased her anxiety. The unknown frightens most. These 6 years, she'd constantly reminded herself, if I returned someday, everything currently possessed would vanish like smoke. So she'd arranged marriage with the Fosters, preferring handing family business to outsiders, rather than giving me reclamation chances. She'd even betrayed her company clinging to them. Looking at Alexander's attitude showed they still followed Sophia's lead. Before seeking me, they'd thoroughly investigated, proactively imprisoning housekeeper without caring about Sophia's future. Wasn't it fearing my unhappiness? My parents didn't know about before, but warnings remain necessary, don't trust easily. I explained how they'd secretly sought their lost daughter 6 years ago, yet claimed recent discovery, clearly lying. Knowing about switching 6 years prior but imprisoning housekeeper only recently. During that period, still pampering and raising housekeeper's daughter treacherously, never considering justice for me. This proved I held no value whatsoever in their hearts. Mom showed doubt. Not that severe surely. What benefits gained? Dad flipped through materials, expression serious. If information proves true, then truly an unethical enterprise. Emma's also conducting business. Involvement with such crowds brings no advantages. Lucas thought simply, blurting, sis, maybe planning selling you to some elderly man for money. Mom glared. What nonsense spoken. Don't know reality, but novels work that way. Business marriages for benefits. I smite impossible. Then reassured everyone. Parents needn't worry excessively. Just wanted mental preparation. Father Sherman and Alexander, busy with corporate matters, occasionally visited several times. Alexander brought diamond jewelry girls typically enjoyed, but I recognized immediately all Sophia's old possessions. Now lacking ability purchasing expensive pieces yet buying ordinary items feared showing insufficient sincerity. Initially returning, Alexander once gifted a bracelet worth 20,000 yuan. I'd felt incredibly moved, thinking excessive generosity. Until accidentally overhearing Sophia mocking. Brother, Emma just returned receiving such cheap bracelets, won't she anger? After all, one outfit I wear costs 300,000. Hearing, cheap, hurt arose without anger because brotherly kindness remained. Until hearing Alexander's response, what's cheap? Compared to her previous living standard, 20,000 already sky high. Without our retrieval, she'd still starve outside diving gratitude. In his perception, I deserved nothing better. This time father brought share transfer agreements, wanting to give 10% company shares, but I accepted nothing. I stated coldly. Few years ago. Perhaps needed now I can purchase myself. Father appeared guilt-filled. Father's fault not finding sooner. Just wanting compensation. I smiled faintly. Found earlier, I might not have accompanied. These years living excellently. Knowing money couldn't move me, they began emotional tactics. Mother Sherman daily visited finding mom chatting about childhood. Being biological mother after all, seeing concern shown, mom politely entertained. Each time seeing me, she'd grip hands tightly, lamenting regret and torment. I'd suffered orphanage hardships before, she'd never felt guilty. Now performing heart touch and tears. After 1 month, I showed increased friendliness. She seized opportunity suggesting, Emma, mom wants staying a while making up lost affection. I arranged guest quarters, but complaints began, mattress hardness, room lacks sunlight, decor unpleasant, lighting issues. I smiled, problems, seems very nice, morning I'm working. Parents scheduled health screenings today. Remember attending, driver will collect later. No. Mom remembers. Mother Sherman stood carefully asking, Emma, lately mom feels somewhat unwell. Could mom accompany? I smiled faintly. Busy requires advanced scheduling. Perhaps next occasion, she nodded awkwardly. Okay, that works. Next time meant drawing cakes for others. Initially returning, everyone mentioned wanting compensation. Talk sounds nice, actions nowhere visible. Taking Sophia vacationing next time including you. Seeing shabby clothing tomorrow mom takes shopping. Whatever Sophia has you'll receive too. When circle gossips about identity, we'll host party introducing everyone. The rare jewelry purchase because Sophia liked it went straight to her. Mom will buy another set. All drawing cakes, easily spoken, never fulfilled. I'd consumed countless drawn cakes beyond counting. Just finished when Claire arrived, greeting parents then entering. Mother Sherman saw her, expression immediately soured. Emma, who's this? I showed oblivious looks. This is Claire Thompson, best friend and renowned neurologist. Passing by for work collecting parents. Claire pretended non-recognition, politely greeting. Mother Sherman responded awkwardly few words, hurrying room, ward. That evening I deliberately visited luxury stores, purchasing bunches of new season designer items. Mom originally disliked luxury goods, previous purchases remained brand new. But this selection exactly matched her taste. Just seeing shopping bags brightened her eyes considerably. Emma, such purchases. She approached smiling brightly. Mom sat on sofa, glancing then sighing, buying these again. Said don't waste money, save yourself. I nodded greeting her then walked straight past, sitting beside adoptive mother. Mom, business partners gifted, saying small gifts for my mother. Did I trick you spending extensively again? Though saying this, Mom still opened each item examining. Mom lacks handbag occasions, I smiled lightly, then Mom takes grocery shopping. Mom doesn't wear such jewelry types, too flashy, unsuitable. Mother Sherman immediately interjected, oh my, L brand's new necklace. So beautiful, perfect with evening gowns. She even introduced each brand. Mom very polite sat listening attentively. Finally her true attitude emerged. I loved these brands too back then. Just as Mom began speaking, I interrupted. Mom, not knowing preferences, only purchased for Mom. When free another day, I'll take you shopping. Ah yes, Emma truly filial indeed. She forced smiling but eyes remained glued to bags. Mom gently nudged my elbow signaling after all, biological mother deserving gifts. I pretended not seeing, producing more boxes. Earlier for show these represented real preparations. Mom disliked diamonds but loved jade and jadeite. Opening boxes, she immediately brightened. Oh my, this jade bracelet and earrings beautiful. Elegant and refined. I had someone collect nice pieces. Weekend I'll take choosing. Not knowledgeable, afraid of deception. Mom smiled. Don't worry with expert eyes present, who deceives us? Mother and daughter opened gifts chatting while she could only silently observe, unable joining. That night, she privately summoned me. Emma, that health screening, when taking Mom. I frowned slightly. Mom, your health appears fine. But Mom feels unwell. Moms never live thus. So difficult understand. Expression darkening. Meaning what? If feeling this place inadequate, freely leave. She hurried explaining, no, not that meaning. Maybe just recent fatigue. How about taking Mom for massage and spa? Very busy perhaps later. She began showing sullen attitudes. Time buying gifts for adoptive mother but none caring for biological. I angrily interrupted. Nuff. My mom differs from you. My mom saved my life, raised me to adulthood, even having biological sons treated me as biological. What about you all? Never raising one day, what qualifications for comparison? Never receiving such scolding at home, she reigned supreme. Husband didn't interfere trivially. 3 children indulged extremely. Face reddening with anger, voice sour, aren't they just village teachers? Raised you, give money and finish. Why lifetime bonds? Biological parents remain blood relatives. Mom birthed you. I coldly shook off hands. Then let me clarify, the Chen house remains my home. I acknowledge only them as parents. Without respecting my family, then discontinue contact. Mother Sherman acted deeply wounded, crying departure. Ryan came first meeting again this time, almost unrecognizable. No longer arrogant elite young master heirs, no longer domineering bullying manner. Facing me, no longer high and mighty treating heaven equally, only silence, timidity, awkwardness and anxiety remained. Last year, Ryan graduated vocational college exactly like before, empty-handed, nothing outstanding. This household couldn't afford continuing money, spending young master lifestyle anymore. Now he worked as Sophia's assistant. Correct? The young master working assistant for adopted daughter. Mother Sherman explained, Sophia suggested following for learning first. Awaiting opportunity entering showbiz as artist. Foster Group represented famous entertainment companies, Sophia now Mrs. Foster. Wanting entertainment industry entry. Relying on status proved easy as hand flipping. Why work assistant unless Sophia never planned providing resources? Being servant works too, wasn't that his previous favorite? Consider not forgetting original ideals. I proactively greeted, you're Ryan, right? He glanced upward once, softly answering, sister. He'd never called me sister before. I smiled, handing over newest phone just purchased. Heard you enjoy gaming. This configuration suits perfectly. Mother Sherman seeing this smiled until mouth couldn't close. From our previous argument, relations between sides cooled considerably. Now seeing ice, breaking opportunity, indeed blood siblings possess deepest feelings. Ryan must treasure sister Emma. Ryan awkwardly accepted. Thank you, sister. Right then, Lucas returned from school, whole person exploding. Emma, isn't that my phone? Hearing this, Ryan immediately panicked. I don't need it. I nodded. Yeah, originally yours, but Ryan visited today. Next time I'll take him purchasing another. Lucas yelled. Promised improved academics earning phone change. Been cramming 3 months already. 3 months understand. Even human. Mom intervened. Ah, Lucas, don't be rude. Ryan's also your brother after all. Ryan lowered head mumbling. Sorry sister, really unnecessary. I still stuffed phone into hands. Fine, keep it. You're also my brother. Then lightly knocked Lucas's head. First meeting my brother, just greeting gift. Can't yield slightly. Ryan looked up, eyes brightening. Seemingly unexpected I'd defend him. Lucas huffed descending stairs. Ryan worried, sister, did I anger him? I smiled lightly, unrelated to you. Come. Open phone checking preferences. Not receiving kindness so long, Ryan overjoyed beyond measure, immediately opening. Thank you, sister. Later, Lucas happily descended, anger gone, holding identical phone. Sister knew promises wouldn't break. I rolled eyes, just teasing slightly. Actually believed, actually knowing beforehand about today's visit, I'd purchased 2, already placing one in Lucas's room. This moment. Ryan looked at phone in hand, wanting retention but embarrassed, not holding also difficult. Instantly realizing earlier favoritism, merely sibling joking. Evening dinner mentioned Lucas's academic performance. Mother Sherman asked, Lucas taking examinations soon. Howard answered, pretty decent. Top school no problem, but compared to Emma unmatched. She graduated Beijing University. Mentioning grades which parent isn't proud. She continued, Emma's excellence expected. My eldest also graduated Beijing, truly blood siblings differ. As for Sophia, though grades good she insisted studying acting abroad. Now already became star. Throughout, only Ryan went unmentioned. He lowered head eating, finding food tasteless. I secretly observed selecting many preferred dishes. Being cared for left him stunned, unexpected I knew tastes well. Ryan would stay several days. Mother Sherman mentioned sibling feeling cultivation. After dinner, I played games with Lucas 2 rounds. Gaming easily causes arguments, losing one match angered enough for actual fighting. I dominated. What playing last round? Still blaming me. Obviously your fault. Mother Sherman told Mom intervening. Heavens, Emma's female, how bullying brothers. Mom didn't care. No intervention needed. Whoever can't fight suffers. Ryan sat beside, eyes envious. At their household, none dared speaking harshly to Sophia. Anyone making tears would face whole family dealing. This education method, originally unreasonable, clearly could love children equally but deliberately lifted one, stepping at showing absolute favoritism for most loved. Whole household indulged Sophia. Not fearing shortage, only inequality. Favoritism certainly creates dissatisfaction. Alexander as heir originally needn't care about sister inferiority. But Ryan, I'd vaguely sensed his heart's jealousy. Just because Sophia's excessive spoiling, he didn't dare complaining. Plus, I stood last in food chain then, ideal domination target. That also explained his bullying, both jealous and afraid. I exceeded him everywhere. He worried my familial position would surpass his. So using defending Sophia as excuse for suppression, bullying consolidated superiority sense. After fighting Lucas, I invited Ryan to second floor computer room. Almost Lucas's personal base, equipped full electronic equipment. He'd also collected quite few discontinued gaming consoles. Though nowadays few play, he enjoyed researching so I helped collect in. When Ryan entered, looking around eyes full envy. This feeling very familiar. Initially staying guest room, seeing Sophia's luxurious quarters, I'd also worn that look. Ryan enjoyed gaming, this hobby unchanged between lifetimes. Lucas also liked since young. After knowing, Dad didn't forbid nor indulge, but guided toward game development paths. Every vacation I found suitable classes for basic computer programming and software exposure. Lucas very interested, even writing small game programs himself, befriending like-minded people. Ryan and Lucas played several rounds together. Leaving room still showed reluctant parting looks. These days, whenever free I took Ryan shopping, buying liked items. Mother Sherman seeing this very pleased, showing support. Seeing worn clothes I took him buying new. He mentioned admiring Lucas's console collection. Next day I took purchasing identical sets. Seeing liked Lucas's watch, next day also gifted one. Summarizing, I wanted him experiencing Sophia's previous spoiling feelings. Initially, Ryan didn't dare accepting phones, but discovering someone willing unconditionally fulfilling wishes left him moved and confused. Gradually opening more toward me, he hesitantly revealed Sophia treated him terribly. I acted shocked. How possible? Sophia's pure and kind. Why say that about her? Saying this sentence, I almost burst laughing, had biting tongue holding back. He lowered head speaking softly. We're seeing pure kindness. I innocently answered, well, Mrs. Sherman said so. Plus following shows, quite enjoying her dramas too. All fake. She excels at pretending even entertainment industry image manufactured. Can't be. Ryan lowered eyes, explaining no more. Must have told household members countless times, by now hopeless. I continued provoking, maybe Sophia just has some temper. She's been your sister many years after all. Can't maliciously interpret thus. He smiled bitterly. If only these years, living with you as sister. Corner mouth slightly curving into smile, but eyes full mockery. Ryan's current situation exactly matched mine before, though honestly speaking, his life still surpassed mine then. After returning, Mother Sherman unexpectedly suggested Ryan leaving. Ryan, you've rested several days. How about quickly returning to your sister? Not going. She's inconvenient? Won't go. Sister that grown still needing care. What saying? Sophia's female. Entertainment industry very dangerous. Brothers should protect sisters. Who's her brother? My biological sister here, she's just bastard. Enjoying fortune our house many years still insufficient. Seeing argument beginning, I pulled adoptive mother when mediating. All relatives if something, slowly discuss. I pretended mediating without effect. Ryan angrily yelled. Many years mom's favoritism still insufficient. Mother Sherman angered. Why always comparing with Sophia? Your sister obedient, excellent since young. What points matching? Now freeloading. Later wanting showbiz, don't you rely on sister? Don't need her help. Years of grievance and dissatisfaction exploded, Ryan's voice almost cracking. Since young, whatever good, whatever nice, all letting her choose first. Long as crying once. Parents scold me. High school, clearly she lied claiming bullied. I acted teaching those people. End result, you dumped everything on me, scolded school violence disgracing family. Later parents said wasteful spending cut all allowance, transferred all hers. But young to grown, she demanded whatever received. Never anyone said wasteful one sentence. Parents wouldn't let studying abroad with her, said bullied her, but said many times never hit her. Her false accusations. Why don't parents believe? Turns out Ryan couldn't study abroad because this. Slap. Mother Sherman slapped son's face straight. Ryan, that's your sister. Sister treats well. How so vicious? Mom thinks just lazy not wanting working for sister. Mom awkwardly spoke mediating words, but others family matters, inconvenient interfering. I sat aside leisurely watching scenes. Not eating sunflower seeds already showed respect. Ryan pushed mother hard, rushing straight outdoors. Mom hurriedly ran comforting. Don't anger anymore, sister. Children having conflicts normal. My two also fight daily. Mother Sherman dizzy from anger. Raised 3 children, eldest matured steadily. Daughter obedient understanding, only youngest worthless. Suspect greatly, maybe he switched with Emma, not Sophia. Otherwise, how birthing such child? Test. Maybe education method problems, not switched children. Mother Sherman had headache, went resting. Mom after hearing sat dazed, shaking head sighing, chaotic really. That family truly too chaotic. You and Lucas though quarrel and fight, not resenting each other thus. I hugged comforting. Also thanks parental teaching well. Our household harmonious thus. Mom looked eyes flashing luck. Mom doesn't dare saying who's right who's wrong. But sibling conflicts mostly parental favoritism. She stroked my head gently saying, later if biological parents because another child treating badly just tell us, even cutting ties, our household absolutely won't let suffering grievances. Hearing this, nose stinging just softly mummed. All matters before surge back. If then parents still alive, they wouldn't dare bullying thus. Fortunately, parents still here this time. Thank them letting me become world's happiest child. Ryan angered by biological mother departed. I as sister should search. Found him kicking roadside trash cans. Stand up. He started doing here. Stand up. I repeated. He obediently complied, stammering. Didn't mean to. Just bit angry. I softened expression, pretending advice. After all, Mrs. Sherman remains your mother. How speaking so rudely? Tears welled eyes, voice choked. Not my mother. Heart only has Sophia. Is sister really that bad? Of course. He nodded vigorously, called assistant, actually punching bag. Gets angry on set, hits and scolds. If resisting, acts making everyone think I'm bullying. Expression then truly speechless. So tough. Come stay with sister. Eyes lit up, I smiled gently. Of course, you're my biological brother. I went finding Mother Sherman, saying wanted Ryan staying longer. She showed displeasure, afraid late departure even slightly would bring Sophia misfortune. Whether before or now, I truly didn't admire her great Sophia love. Unlike others, her Sophia feelings had no mixed purposes or self-interest, simply 20 years bonding. Had calling Father Sherman, finally managing retention. Knowing this, Ryan very happy, trusting more this biological sister. But days after, I began coldness. Previously ordered computer, originally planned gifting. Style and color personally chosen by him. Finally goods arriving, he opened computer, tried operating, loved couldn't release. Ryan I hesitantly spoke, tone seeming difficult. Smile remained faced. Thing is, Lucas's test scores improved greatly. Want gifting this computer first. Smile froze immediately. He's already studying grade 12. Just wanting encouragement working hard entering good university. You're older, yield slightly. Then I'll order another. Ryan's expression softened slightly. Though unwilling, still nodded. Okay. Like this still wanting entertainment industry. Have friend whose dad directs. Really? Immediately brightened. Thank you sister. Nothing. Patted shoulder. Indeed knowing director, but lacking face introducing someone completely ability-less. Told him weekend taking meeting that director. When arriving, left home early morning. Until appointment time. Still hadn't returned. Phone rang, Ryan calling. Sister where? That time strolling C University campus. Sorry Ryan, forgot your matter. Finally Lucas had day off, took touring C University. Who knows, maybe passing later. Now looking first for study motivation. Voice couldn't hide disappointment. Lucas studying grade 12, matters more urgent. Next time taking you. Again next time. Sister once said Lucas and I both brothers. Enough, still young, why competing? I impatiently disconnected. Not long after, Lucas came chewing snacks. Sister, change another school. Cafeteria here too boring eating. Cold attitude made Ryan panic several times wanting serious talks, but I used business politely refusing. Today, finally proactively finding. Ryan, today not busy, shopping with me. After many days cold treatment, seeing proactive talking, immediately happily nodded. Okay. Drove taking restaurant eating first, conveniently meeting friend too. Your boyfriend, he joked easing atmosphere. I glanced, eyes full hidden meaning. No, girlfriend. Private room, Claire Thompson already waiting. Ryan, this my friend Claire Thompson. Ryan clearly didn't recognize opposite person but still politely greeted. M's Claire, I'm Ryan Sherman. Very pleased meeting. Claire sat motionless, didn't respond, just coldly staring. This younger brother just filed. Ryan smiled. Sister mentioned me. Unexpectedly, Claire stood abruptly, raised hand slapping straight face. Slap used full force leaving red handprint. He stood stunned, turned seeking help. Sister. Before finishing, another slap came. By third slap, couldn't continue pretending ignorance. Claire, what's wrong? Claire questioned. Ryan, really don't remember. He truly didn't remember. Of course, bullies never clearly remember each victim. But harmed never forget, you forgot. I remember clearly. Tore test papers, poured food on head, spilled ink on seat, had people dragging alley beating. With each sentence, Ryan's face paled further, though not clearly remembering Claire, knew he'd bullied many. Ryan panicked pulling hand, sister, wasn't me. Didn't mean to. I coldly shook off, walked beside Claire. Looked with disgust friend. Wouldn't lie. He tried pulling Claire's hand. Sorry Ms. Claire. Wrong before. Will compensate. Get lost. Response another slap. Seeing drama climaxing, I coldly spoke. Ryan returned first. Need private talk with Claire. Went outside. He had dejectedly leaving. Closed door, turned seeing Claire slump chair. Took deep breath. Done. I laughed. Still unfinished. Won't easily release. Real show starts tonight. Returning home exactly when parents absent could freely perform. Looked at Ryan trembling talking. Mom, take leaving. From now, this place doesn't welcome anymore. Mother Sherman puzzled. Emma, what's wrong? This brat anger you, sister. Ryan almost crying. Don't call sister. Made best friend almost suicide. Probably not just Claire, how many bullied. Just finished, Mother Sherman immediately understood everything. Grabbed Ryan beating. You rotten brat. How mom teach? How birthing child like you? Even bullying Emma's friend. After beating, tentatively turned looking. Still haven't told stopping. I smiled gently, afraid hurting hand hitting. Kindly handed rolling pin. Use this hitting. Mother Sherman's face froze. Gritted teeth continuing swinging at Ryan's body. I stood aside watching intently. Really wanted Claire seeing this scene. After beating finished then spoke gently. Emma, brother indeed wrong but matter past after all. Back then also expelled. Our household used money compensating that girl. Ryan already punished. After all, biological brother. Can't side outsiders. I spoke coldly. Don't care so, called blood relations. Compared many years close friend brother just met counts what? Matter clearly his fault. Bullied who knows how many. Just expulsion enough. Money compensates all harm suffered. Ryan, Claire Thompson that year's top scorer. Such excellent girl entangled with you, useless non-studying person almost whole life ruined. Ryan crying kneeled before. Sister, no wrong. All Sophia's fault. Tricked enough. I slapped face straight. Still dare lying. Claire told everything. You led beating. Your mother wasn't wrong. Truly scum. Even now falsely accusing sister. I gradually led conversation toward Sophia. Already said, kind woman like Sophia, how bad is said. Even said beating you. Think you bullying her. Ryan. So good before. Could later also wanting hit me. Ryan grabbed leg, continuously shaking head. No. All Sophia's fault. Why everyone believes her. Not me. She's vicious cunning one. Like possessed, kneeling ground muttering. Because that woman. Without Sophia, wouldn't become thus, wouldn't expelled. Studying abroad would be me. Entering entertainment would be me. Being praised welcomed also me. All because her couldn't help bursting laughter. Still blaming others. Ryan, really disgusting. Things becoming thus, does Mother Sherman still have face staying? Mom, from now don't want seeing Ryan anymore. Want kicking out. Parents soft-hearted, probably inconvenient facing you. You and him return, saves everyone awkwardness. Emma. Mother Sherman still wanted pleading. Didn't give chance, directly having people packing belongings. Parents came home. Told about Ryan's matter. Mrs. Sherman filmed inconvenient staying. Took son away. After hearing everything, parents couldn't control anger. Not just feeling sorry Claire, both teachers, valued education issues, hated school violence more. Dad waved hand. Dad thinks Emma should stay far from them. That upbringing isn't right. Parents bear major responsibility. Children wrong but don't teach. Still rely money and power covering, indulging without limit. Aren't others' children also treasures? Mom full doubt. Ryan looks gentle, even timid. Could do such things. I coldly smiled. Before wasn't timid. All thanks Sophia's nurturing creating evil consequence. Mother Sherman and Ryan left. Next, biological father's turn appearing. Biological father extremely valued face and family interests. Previously pampered Sophia first because better fitting noble daughter image, second because marriage between Sophia and foster young master. As for me, just orphanage grown child. Only made losing face, first party attendance due worry and timidity mocked by others. After party ending, didn't comfort or teach but slapped once, so embarrassing. Don't have any daughter shameful as you. Therefore indifferent to favoritism, turned blind eye to bullying. Later working showing ability, gradually cared and valued. Introduced business partners, proudly saying, this my daughter. But then no longer easily moved by fake father-daughter affection. Wanted winning shares, but told. Emma, must recognize position clearly. His eyes just employee. When wanting leaving, didn't want losing value brought. Said, if no longer creating value, obediently marry exchanging benefits. Later ruin project. Someone leaked design plans causing serious losses. Clearly knew leaking drawings wasn't me but still dumped responsibility. Emma, dad only looks results and benefits. Already had suspects who leaked design. Before finding evidence, kidnapped with Sophia. Suspected harming and kidnapping same person. That person targeted me, kidnapping Sophia just cover. Which kidnapper so kind capturing 2 hostages forcing family choosing save first. Isn't sick. Having chance getting design plans, also capturing both. Most importantly, that person had conflict interest with me. Besides Alexander and Ryan, couldn't think anyone else. About Ryan really doubted ability. Not long after Mother Sherman left, father contacted restaurant wore serious expression, can cut ties with Ryan. What? Surprised, calmly said. Dad won't support anymore. Whatever wanting do. Humph. Thought came pleading. Thinking again, indeed his style. After all, biological son. I mocked, smiled faintly. Emma, smart indeed. Few small tricks divided Ryan and Sophia feelings. They have feelings, asked back. Entertainment news notification appeared screen. Famous star Sophia oppresses newcomers. Sophia beats assistant. Sophia harms actress leading disfigurement. All had photos and clear video clips leaving no escape. No guessing, Ryan's doing. Not wasting efforts stimulating all time. Looked at father. Clearly knew everything Ryan endured. Knew unfairness, knew Sophia bullied and beat. But like before, still chose standing aside watching. Father coldly said, his uselessness. Today didn't come talking affection. From kicking mother out, realized talking affection useless. This time didn't play loving father anymore. More capable than all 3. Aurora Company established only 3 years but developed strongly, full potential. If weren't carried wrong by nanny, dad definitely training excellent hair. Don't believe. Answered without hesitation. Too bluntly making expression freeze. Presented share transfer document. So now dad agrees giving. Didn't even look. CEO Sherman, not stupid. What's left worth inheriting now? Young people don't be short-sighted. Sherman Foster Cooperating Project, if successful, can rise again. Project clearly Sophia promoted. What conditions? Surely won't give free. Dad needs 50 million. How much? Steadied myself. CEO Sherman, built business from nothing. Working capital giving all how company operates, calmly said. What worrying? Project succeeds, money returns immediately. Later all yours. Shook head. Don't agree. Didn't understand. Business profiting several times still insufficient. I smiled. Not insufficient but don't trust. What if tricking you got angry? I immediately cut off, just joking, not cooperating because model citizen socialist society, firmly eliminating all law-breaking behavior. Right then, phone rang, blocking rising anger. Pointed at phone, no angry but don't anger yet. After answering, looked full suspicion. Emma, you did this? I smiled faintly. No, you did yourself. Not long from now, tax evasion exposed. Everyone knowing successful CEO just moral hypocrite. Emma slammed table angrily. I'm biological father. My father daving seriously, obeying law. What about you? I coldly glanced. Don't have any father this shameful. The scandal indeed my anonymous report. Gave all evidence tax bureau. Don't need anything from them. Also don't plan leaving anything. Father selfish, cold, didn't care affection. Could even abandon children. Then I'll destroy career most proud along face values most. Father had prison. Sophia's scandal still hung online. Ryan couldn't bear pressure. Critical moment, person supporting now Alexander. But disappeared without trace. Foster group withdrew investment, officially terminated cooperation. Owed too much tax, had borrowing from Sophia. She didn't give good face. Mrs. Sherman and Ryan caused chaos right foster group building. Finally kicked security. Several times came finding but blocked outside. Parents knew this. Only sighed but didn't interfere. Dad even seriously lectured once, gentlemen love money but must follow proper principles. I helplessly answered, Dad, already paid all taxes. Things becoming thus, thought first finding would be Alexander. After all, father imprisoned. Person holding power him, but person met again, Sophia. One stealing identity from birth. Source over 20 years suffering previously, only now meeting again. Taken revenge on father, mother, Ryan and even corporation. Still hadn't acted against her, even scandals dug by Ryan. Though deliberately provoked. Did hate, of course hated. But compared her, hated those sharing blood much more 10,000 times more. 16 years replaced by her. Though resentful, helpless. After returning initially, Sophia only small schemes. Just testing attitude. Their indulgence gave courage hurting. Long as cried, relatives scolded and beat. Long as told lie, firmly believed. Clearly investigating truth wasn't difficult. All defaulted wrong. If loved enough, perhaps wouldn't experience suffering. Sophia just messenger while loved ones cutting flesh piece by piece. Hated Sophia but hated them more. You're Emma Chen. Sophia dressed luxuriously, eyes full arrogance and contempt. It's me. Laughed coldly. Nothing special. Heard brother saying very capable. Investigated company. Compared foster group corporation developed decades, still far behind. I burst laughing. Mean never matching. Nodded, that's truth. I smiled faintly. What gives right saying? Based pile scandals, have foster backing. No shortage resources. Even not acting, still wealthy young madam. Emma, know how much hate you. Hate me. Don't understand. Though took position belonging. Never actively tried reclaiming. What grounds hating? Sneered. Why you real daughter while fake? Why wasn't born into? From 16, lived fear daily. Afraid one day returning. After parents knew truth though said still seeing daughter, hearts always remembered. Didn't want arguing. People like her never enough no matter having. I deliberately provoked. Fate good, what doing? Who told born housekeeper? Who told not keeping identity secret well? Who told keeping remembering? If acknowledged then what? Now collapsed. Returned few years earlier, could still noble lady. Now still Mrs. Foster. Isn't why betrayed birth helping husband. Asked back. Stole confidential documents, blocked projects, poached senior staff. Step by step paving Brandon Foster. Sophia flustered. Don't know talking about. I calmly answered. Since said means have evidence. Froze then calmed again. So what? Just wanted destroying before returned. Even biological daughter can't get anything back. I shrugged. Doesn't matter. Loss isn't mine anyway. Frowned. What meaning? So thought I'd return fallen noble lady, came gloating. Didn't answer. Just saved recording then stood leaving. This life didn't plan acting against Sophia. Preferred watching reaps out herself. Since reuniting, secretly having people monitoring movements. Now major incident yet Alexander still hadn't coming finding. Very abnormal, couldn't find whereabouts. Told Lucas, go staying dorm while. Why? Team students evening self-study, can do more practice problems. Studying home same anyway. If sister says go then go. Not going. Dorm beds uncomfortable. I glanced. Sleep what? Grade 12, still sleeping. Lucas, not planning kicking out secretly inheriting family's 3 acres old farmland, said giving money. Laughed happily bowing. This servant obeys, Lord Emma. After sending away asked parents leave. Arranged taking traveling abroad relaxing. Initially disagreed. Said had business trip negotiating projects. If coming looking, how planning face. Parents didn't like them. Do blood relationship awkward. Better avoiding meeting. Couldn't tell about rebirth. Matter too fantastical. Wouldn't believe. Arranged bodyguards around school and parents' residence. Thinking back kidnapping previously, seems still feeling sensation falling ravine. Feeling weightlessness and pain when bones shattered. The villa already empty. Someone should come staying. Brought Mrs. Sherman and Ryan back living room. Ryan huddled corner, clearly still not daring face. Mrs. Sherman's face haggard, tears streaming. Emma help father. Already mortgaged even ancestral home. Still don't have enough. Ignored crying asking directly, where's Alexander? Brother also trying hard raising money. Where go? Lost patience. Unclear. Just said when abroad finding friend. Abroad. When? About 3 days ago. Heart sank. Also when parents went abroad. Tried staying calm. What exactly happening? Isn't Sophia treasure? So kind but won't help. Don't mention anymore. Not blood related. Raising useless. Raised happily years. Even prepared dowry. Won't even lend money. I acted indignant. Though not close everyone. Sophia enjoyed all resources. Should bear responsibility how treating everyone thus. Ryan angrily scolded mother. Said many times. She's evil. Mom won't believe. Mrs. Sherman enough. What you saying now? Grabbed hand like grasping last straw. Emma help once. Just getting through hurdle. Definitely making up. Family affection can cultivated. Pulled hand back, looking troubled, also wanting help. Don't have much money. Chen household not wealthy. Company just started. How accumulating amount. Then what doing? Ryan said softly, stop troubling sister. Who told keeping trusting Sophia? Serves right, met Sophia once already. Played recording from before. Conversation between Sophia and me rang out. Edited own words. Sophia admitted own mouth helping Brandon foster. Step by step pushed brink destruction. Mrs. Sherman collapsed. Ryan's face full hatred. Have killing that bitch. Nuff. Cut off now can't even see face. Sighed. Let thinking solution. Villa and ancestral home both mortgaged. Told staying here peacefully. Ryan looked emotionally, as if still good sister. Mrs. Sherman seemed finding spiritual support. Peacefully staying house, waiting solving everything. That day received strange call. Heard looking for me. Voice no longer former gentleness, replaced low viciousness. Damn. Hiding really well. Silent long time, softly muttering. Alexander, little sister. Seems live well every life. Every life what meaning? Throat tightened. Chuckled softly. Been reborn too? Haven't youth. Where? Still not appearing this point. Overseas. Good. Previous kidnapping me. This planning acting against parents. Humph. If kidnapping then who helping raise money? So what having money? About collapse. Kidnapping illegal. Can't make comeback either. Laughed coldly several times. Who said wanting go back? Understand. Indeed exactly like father. No wonder chose hair. Helpless. Alexander, why exactly harming previously? Already suffered so much. Who exactly blocking? About having enough strength leaving, establishing own business. Destroyed me. Emma. What hate most pathetic face. Gritted teeth. Sounds familiar. Seems everyone said similar words. Why couldn't just be little princess ease like Sophia? Or useless like Ryan? Could be good brother. Protecting like protecting them. Money enough squandering. Had competing with me. Wanted replacing position. Projects couldn't negotiate, easily resolved. Truly jealous, even dad increasingly valued. Don't blame being ruthless. I suddenly burst laughing until eyes reddened. Thinking back experiencing, Sophia jealous because real daughter, but actually only loved fake child. Ryan jealous because studied well. Even though useless, still pampered young master. Alexander jealous because dad valued, but actually only saw chess piece. Clearly suffered most, yet all jealous. Wouldn't satisfied unless trampling into mud. Want 100 million within 5 days. Transferred overseas account. Otherwise don't dream seeing parents again. Don't want losing loved ones 2 lifetimes. Even greedier than father. Where getting much money. Think family runs bank. If money insufficient sell house, sell stocks. Still insufficient, sell company shares. Aren't still there. That despicable tone. I laughed coldly. Alexander when said parents went overseas, indeed set trap. But didn't say found overseas. Want alive then transfer money time. Hung up. Immediately confirmed parents and Lucas's situation. Only relaxing after knowing safe. Returning villa, Mrs. Sherman and Ryan already gone. House chaos. Guards injured. Police arrived. Perpetrators Alexander's people. But abroad. Even catching someone, wouldn't bother video confirmation. Gave police recording call just now. Also reporting extortion. Police showed confusion, not knowing exactly with family. Mastermind, victims also same, I explained. After all, wealthy family. Understand. Few days ago indeed took parents airport. Never boarded plane, let alone went abroad. Alexander going abroad wasted effort. Coincidentally that day brought Mrs. Sherman and Ryan back. So misunderstandings piled upon misunderstandings. Where parents, farming countryside. After grandparents passed, 3 acres old home still left empty. 5th day received strange call. After answering, first heard Mrs. Sherman and Ryan's cries help. Sherman's voice hoarse from crying much. Emma, no wrong. Apologize, hand unconsciously clenched tight. Been reborn too, sister, not that didn't save. All Sophia's fault, her. Strange man's voice cut crying. Miss Chen, gathered enough money. Mind still immerse their words. Unable react, if really reborn, even better. This way taking revenge openly. Why only remembering those humiliations? Hello. Dead already? Answer bastard. I swallowed dryly, voice soft, want saying few words. Other side hesitated briefly. Emma, it's mom, save mom Mrs. Sherman. Cut off, parents also missing. Can't not worry. Voice from previous simultaneously rang head. Emma, Sophia also kidnapped. Can't not save. Don't blame mom. Don't blame, just like didn't blame all. Other side suddenly went completely silent, decisively hung up. Though Sophia hurt me, one's making feel most aggrieved never her. After all, just outsider while blood relatives. Sent call recording police. Cooperated investigation. Didn't care happened. At least helping police solve case completely. Alexander arrested brought back prison reuniting biological father. After all son. Initially Mrs. Sherman didn't plan pursuing end. But Ryan disagreed. Under Ryan's continuous accusations, Sophia officially withdrew entertainment. 3 children raised ended turning against destroying each other. Favoritism sooner or later leads resentment. This life still hadn't really acted against Sophia. First busy dealing others. Second, too stupid. Though hated, couldn't deny Sophia's biggest backing them. Now collapsed. Wonder Foster still wanted such notorious daughter-in-law. As for Brandon Foster, what normal person risk pulling down wife's entire family? 2 months later heard news Sophia died. Killed by Ryan. Previous already crazy. 2 lifetimes resentment enough taking life. Brandon immediately sent prison. Declared seeking justice deceased wife. Could said both gaining sympathy enhancing reputation. Mrs. Sherman came looking several times. Discovered family and I moved long ago. Sister. Come blowing candles. Lucas just received acceptance letter. Throwing admission celebration party. Before congratulations from relatives and friends, mom's mouth modest but face smiled brightly couldn't close. Dad drank bit much, 1 arm around me, 1 around Lucas. Dad taught many excellent students, most proud still 2 children. Let's open another bottle. Lucas muttered. And still studying C University. Cafeteria food there terrible. Sister, you too should donate new cafeteria school.